Alright folks, welcome to Mattio's Fidget Factor. I've been talking about doing this all the time on Instagram and finally just decided to get up off my butt and do it. So this is the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight. Incredibly lightweight. This is going to be a rating 1 to 10 of what, in my opinion, the Fidget Factor is. We're going to be going over 10 things. First thing, the Ambidextrous Carry Fidgettability. Easy to shift the carry clip from left hand to right side. I'm normally right-handed, but in 2012 I had a motorcycle accident and now my right side doesn't really work anymore, so everything I do is pretty much left-handed. But easy to switch either way you want to go. With the thumb hole being 100% ambidextrous, obviously Spidey hole, works on any side. I gave that a 10. Fidgettability Carry Comfort, and yes, I did create a word, Fidgettability. It happens. I gave that an 8. Thumb hole makes the total size of the blade much wider when it's closed, so it's got a much bigger profile. Sorry, I'm reading off my notes as I go. The wire pocket clip is smooth, positioned well, and designed well. It's about as comfortable as can be. The deep carry pocket clip is amazing. It all works out very well. And if you can't tell, I created this channel just because I love fidgeting with my knives. My everyday carry is always a knife I sit there and play with. Yeah, I'm a winemaker for my day job, so oftentimes I'm pumping wine from tank to tank, barrel to tank. Got nothing better to do than sit and play with my knives. Probably a dangerous thing to have as a hobby, but hey. So Fidgettability Carry Comfort, I gave an 8. Fidgetability Sexiness. These are all my opinions, so my score is based on the fact that I love it. Many people hate the look of the Spyderco knives. I personally am not one of them. But that is why I gave this an 8 as opposed to a 10, because when you're carrying around, somebody's like, what do you got there? And you're like, oh, it's a Spyderco. They're like, oh, that's funny looking. It looks kind of like a Metal Complex says, it looks like a wounded or dying bird, which it kind of does. Let's be honest here. So Fidgettability Sexiness gets an 8. Ease of Flick Fidgettability. I've got a few notes on this. First off, I'll say by saying I rated it a 9 out of 10. The FRN, which is a plastic, it's not a G10, it's FRN. It makes it very, very slightly slick compared to textured G10. Most G10 Spyderco folders would get a perfect 10. I gave it a 9 just because it is a little slick, even though it is incredibly easy to fidget with and flick. It's not quite perfect just because of the slight slickness of this FRN material. One-hand fidgetability. I give this a perfect 10. Oh god. The way the pocket clip is designed, for me anyway, I've got larger hands, but I'm able to just position it right in there and hold it and close it. It's got 100% fall shut. You can't get any more one-handed than that. The rare occasion when you can't get it 100%, it's still easy to just get up. As far as the one-handed use of this knife goes, even with the compression lock, I'm able to access the compression lock fully to hold it in place for a flick, and then the compression lock closing. This pocket clip just allows pretty much everything. Fidgetability speed. Oh, I gave one-hand fidgetability a perfect 10. Fidgetability speed, I gave an 8. The 100% fall shut makes it quick, but the smaller size of the handle makes it a bit more difficult than it could be to flick open and close extremely quickly. You can still do it quickly, but due to the small size and you can't go 100%, so I just gave it an 8. Some people, if this were with my right hand way back in the day before I was injured, if you will, I might have been able to do it a hell of a lot faster, but still, I mean it's still quick. I mean, 8 out of 10, it just ain't bad. Fidgetability Weight. Very lightweight in comparison to the size. I think I looked it up and it was 2.4 ounces, I believe. Sorry if I'm wrong on that, but that's going by memory. I didn't put it in my notes because I'm an idiot sometimes. But it's very light in comparison to its size. 9 out of 10. I mean, you can get lighter. You can get a lot lighter, but is it going to have the ease of flick if it's a lighter knife? I mean, let's be honest here. The ease of flick and the weight of a knife, they go hand in hand. Fidgetbility Sound. I gave this a 6. Due to the FRN, the lightweight blade, it's got CTS BD1N. This is my first folder with that material, actually. I mean, you can hear it. It still has a good sound. Nice, clean click. But does the sound alone make you want to just keep fidgeting with it? No. The action, which is more based on the Spidey hole than anything else, is what brings this up to its current Fidgetability score for me, which I'll get to at the end. Yeah, the sound, I mean, it sounds great, but it's not loud. It doesn't have the click or the bang that you sometimes get from a lot of other knives. Still, very fun. I could do it all day long. Fidgetability Comfort. I only gave this a 6. The ease of fidget is what gives it the comfort level. It is still small and lightweight knife, but with that comfort level, the hand positions require a little bit of extra effort, and that brings down my Fidgetability Comfort down. I mean, it's still very easy to flick, but because of the merely lightweight, it could be better. So I give Fidgetability Comfort a 6. Happiness with fidgeting. I give this a 7. It still makes me smile a bit every time I flick it open. It's got the definite smile factor. But if it had the extra sound, it'd bring it up. It'd bring it up. So total fidgetability I give. Matt's fidget factor on this knife is 8.1. That's just all those numbers added up. Just the average number of all the numbers I've given for the 10 items I listed. 8.1 for the first Mattio's fidget factor rating. Spyderco Para 3 lightweight. 8.1. And I also forgot to mention, what is better when you're fidgeting than a good drink? I'm not getting any money for this. I do it out of my own love of drinking everything, whether it be beer, wine, scotch in this case, coffee, it doesn't matter. When you're sitting here fidgeting, not at work obviously, but sitting down watching TV, have a drink. This is the Glenfiddich 18 Scotch. Delicious. So, any questions, want a review on this, I'll give you one in private. Shoot me a comment. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment. I'll get right to them. Have a good one, guys and gals. Please, also, if you found this at all interesting or useful, hit me up on Instagram, WineGuyUDC. Lots of pictures of various guns and knives I everyday carry. So, have a good one, guys.